clap back.
Right.
You know, because he had said some things about Playboi Carti as well. And do everyone got all these tweets? Hold on, let me go grab my tweets real quick.
Grab your tweets,
Yeah, make sure you get all the tweets.
Excuse me, you guys. I know this is tacky.
No, not at all. We got to get everything organized and get the tweets in.
All right, here it is.
Oh,
so
my
I got my tweets right here for Ye.
But the first half.
Yeah, I left the others down there, but everyone has been getting it, man. And when we were talking about Playboi Carti, you have the Playboi Carti listed over there because I know at one point, Lou, you had everything that had a title next to it.
Oh no,
you know what I'm saying? When we thought we were going live the last time, everything was all set up and everything. But he was going on and on about Playboi Carti, and Playboi Carti is one of them that first clap back. And I'm going to say that there's one that I just felt like, okay, this is too much. And it was kind of like a tweet and delete, you know, an X and an X out. But he had said, you know, something about Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids.
Oh, yeah. Too far.
And he was saying how you haven't seen Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids out in public because Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids, the younger ones, and he said they're the R word.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man. Wow. So at some point, when do you come from, you know, just being shocking to just being downright disrespectful? You know what I'm saying? There's just some things there's an honor and a code. I don't care who you are, where you're from, but there's these honors and codes, man. And I don't think we respect those anymore. Back in the days, you didn't mess with women, but now, you know, people mess with women, but also, you know, older folks and kids are off limits. And if you go in, no matter who your so-called enemies are, if you go in and you say something about someone's kids. Now, personally, I don't look at a lot of, you know, the social media stuff, and I don't follow Jay-Z. I don't even know if he's on social media, but I don't follow, you know, Beyonce. So I don't know what they put up. I don't look to see what's going on when they out with their kids, but I haven't seen the kids in public, you know, or maybe I have. I don't know, and I don't give a fuck, tell you the truth. I'm not chasing them down.
Right.
But when you go on and you say the reason why you haven't seen something is because of this, those aren't just words of like shock. Those are fisticuffs words, man. Those aren't even words that I say, oh, when I see you, it's on sight. Those are words, man, that I'm going to make sure I see you because I want to make sure it's on sight. Louis, and while I'm doing this, because somebody grab all the tweets and name them out, you know what I'm saying? So I don't have to keep flipping through them because we got like 700 pages over here. Yeah, how many? I'll hand them to you 10 pages at a time. Yeah, so you can just take this first little stack, and then I give there's about 70 more that I can hand to you in perfect stacks of 10s. But there's just some things, man. People always kind of say, you know, oh, he's going through something. Oh, that's just Ye being Ye. And I think that we have signed so many of the excusable slips that at some point, like, when are you accountable? When is it too much? And I know that anyone like, and I've known Ye since his career started professionally. You know, I've been with Ye many a times, man. I've considered Ye a friend. I've had real deep conversations with Ye. Like anybody that's probably watching or tuning in at some point, there is no one that's watching or tuning in. Nobody in this room right now that has a more personal relationship with Kanye West than I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about to the point of us talking about, you know, our mother's not being here anymore. You know, like, hey, mama, he told me, man, he said, I wrote that for my mom. His mom was still here. He said, but I wrote it for your mom as well because my mom passed before his. Your earring fell off. I saw that. Hey, man, can we zoom in on her one ear?
No.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this damn costume jewelry. Yeah, now he gonna tweet something about this.
Yeah, when you buy it at the swap meet, I mean.
Yeah, you know.
I'm kidding.
Hey, man, how many quarters did you have to put in that machine and rotate before that earring fell off?
Not put any quarters,
yeah,
okay.
she had all the little gum rings and you know what I'm saying?
I got them at Forever 21.
Right. And they're out of business, right? They're they just signed when bankrupt. You can't even take them back now.
In the U.S. though, unless you go out of the U.S., you could return it there.
Yeah, so do this. Take a plane to like Spain and get a refund for those $8 earrings, and then come on back and join us for this live
right here. Get a trip out of it.
Yeah, but back to Ye.
Oh yeah.
You know, like I've known Ye, and I'm talking about I've been to his home. He's been to mine. I've been to the studio. I've seen him record. I've had great conversations with him. And people going to take this the wrong way, but I do love bro. You know what I'm saying? I do love bro. And I think that I'm in a position where anyone in here is in a position to speak their mind.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm seeing certain things that if I can't reach out to him, I'm seeing certain things that I'm like, damn, you know, because we've had conversations where he went and he told me something. And I would say to him, I would say, hey, Ye, don't say that in public. You know what I'm saying? Or, hey, Ye, you know, don't, you know, I'm glad that there was a lot of things that Ye told me that he didn't tell somebody else.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, because and I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that, you know, but would he do the same? You know, but I'm pretty sure that what he's looking at now is that I feel like Ye feel he has this freedom and that we're all still caught up in the matrix. We're all still working for the man. We're all still, you know, being led by the dumb, deaf, and blind. And you know, and I really feel that he feels that. You know, I feel that he feels like, oh, this person has a boss and this person works for this company. And he is so right in his own mind that you can't tell him anything different. He's right and he's righteous, you know, and he feels like he's jumping on a grenade for a lot of people. And there's a lot of things where there's certain things in here that I think everyone that Ye has put up, there's certain things in here that you may agree with, you know, and we've had this conversation on and off air, right? But if you throw enough things up against the wall, something's gonna stick.
Yeah, 100%.
And I think that's what we're seeing with Ye. You throw so many things up against the wall that you get on this kind of like this Me Too. Yeah, I hear that kind of thing.
You got a good point, because I think when he talks about, what interests me is when he talks about the industry stuff that we don't get to see, like behind the scenes stuff, and he calls out people, and this is what's happening, and then you're kind of like, especially when he's talking about so-and-so is replacing this person's replacing this person, or even calling out the big, you know, CEOs and stuff of the companies of exactly what they're doing. That's what interests me. And I'm like, damn, if that's real and you're putting it out there, then that's kind of messed up too.
They do. And then there's some artists also that's listening and saying, yeah, I'm glad he said that.
Right.
You know, we're not getting enough of our points. We're not getting enough of this. We're not. And that's one of the things I think it also, and I said this many times before, there's certain things that's like, okay, is this a buffet or an entree? And an entree is everything on your plate. You know what I'm saying? A buffet is like, oh, okay, I'll take this. Ooh, no, I'm not taking. Ooh, that's crazy. I'm not taking that.
Right.
Okay, I'll take this. And I think that's what we're doing here. We're at a buffet when it comes to Ye, and we're picking certain things off. Because do I agree with everything that he said? No way in the fucking world I agree with everything that he said.
Yeah. He's throwing too many crazy things as distracting the main thing that we're like, oh, this is a very interesting topic. Like, that's very informational, but then he ruins it by another crazy tweet. They're like, I can't take this guy serious.
Yeah, man.
Like, he sounds like
and
crazy
then he just come from nowhere.
Yeah,
you know
it's random.
And it's small things. Like even when I saw that, he said, I hated Not Like Us, right?
Yeah.
I love Not Like Us.
Yeah.
And to compare it to some of them, that one was crazy to me, right? But he could hate it. But then I'm also saying he never liked Kendrick, you know, paraphrasing Kendrick's rappers, but they did No More Parties in LA. And that No More Parties in LA, which I helped, you know, clear. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah. But that was a song that they did so well together, just to fast forward to today. And now you don't enjoy Kendrick as a rapper. But early on, do y'all remember when Not Like Us was going? He, you know how everybody's kind of started jumping in. Do y'all remember when Ye said that he out-rapped Kendrick on that song?
Yeah. That was
so he's been waiting for this.
Yeah, he kind of did.
And he wanted Kendrick to say something back. He wanted to get into a battle with him.
He did kind of say that he was baiting Kendrick. It wasn't really about him, like in all the other tweets he tweeted out after. And we're like, we know, bro.
Right.
And Big, some of the comments that I'm reading, Kaylin is saying the fact that Elon is not muting his Twitter is crazy.
But you know what? I think that, and there's a lot of people that want, and who was that?
Kaylin.
Is that for real? No,
Kaylin.
But you know what? But there are some people that say, you know what? Oh, he needs to be muted. I can't believe they didn't take it away. But then also when Elon purchased X, you know, formerly Twitter, he said that, you know, it'll be freedom of speech. And usually we're so used to freedom of speech, just watch what you say. And there's a lot of people that wanted Ye to be kind of, you know, knocked off the social media platform when we were speaking about, you know, how he was going at, you know, the Jewish people, Jews. And, it, you know, at that point, people were like, man, how could he say all this, you know? And but everyone that you see, the Jay-Z Beyonce kid, that could be one. But I think that if Elon is going to let others speak the way that they're speaking on this social media platform called X, then I think that no matter how fucking crazy this Ye thing is, I think that and as much as you don't agree, if we're talking about freedom of speech, You know, and people say this is
Yeah.
hate speech.
Yeah.
And there is a lot of hate in that. Where do you draw the line?
Yeah, like where is the opinion and what's hate?
Right.
So that's my thing too, because I feel like there's such a like blurred line in between that too. But some of the stuff he'll post, like he'll post a picture of like racist things and say, "Going to Starbucks, you need anything?" And I'm like,
Right.
why?
Yeah, I think honestly, I think it's just attention. I think he just needs attention. I think everybody's talking and they're not talking about him, so he needs to create some type of chaos.
Yeah.
I mean, make his wife be naked out there, and I don't know. I just feel like it sounds like a thirsty dude.
But you know what, man? People can say he don't want someone saying anything about his queen, and I respect his wife. I respect his relationship. So I'm not gonna say anything crazy. But also, man, the same way that you put this shield of protection around your queen, other people want that shield of protection around their loved ones as well.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that Jay-Z want that around his children. He want that around his wife. Iggy Azalea want that around her child with Playboi Carti. You know what I'm saying? Like why are we so free game and you're not?
Exactly.
And at one point, Jay-Z and Kanye obviously were friends, so it's like it's kind of crazy for him to say that about Jay-Z's
Kanye
kids.
and all of them were friends.
Yeah, literally. There's like I don't even know who he hasn't talked about.
Kanye and Cardi, friends.
Yeah.
Right.
Pusha T and Cardi and Ye, friends. Kendrick and Ye,
Tyler the
friends.
Creator.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tyler the Creator. Even Tyler the Creator be like, bro, how did I get here?
That's Northwest favorite artist.
Yeah, that's Northwest favorite artist, man. And he said this N-word never made a memorable song. He's like, if an artist checked every box other than having any good verses or songs, and his last album ripped off my whole language. That's crazy. Then when you see the picture, it's him hugging him.
Yeah.
You know, that's Tyler on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow.
You know what one of the comments is saying, and I want to see if you guys do agree with this.
Oh my God, hold on for a second. Lou, there's more?
More tweets.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Coming in by the second.
Yeah.
The Grandmaster Shifu said Ye is suffering from an incurable disease called jealousy. He can't stand the fact that he's not relevant anymore with all the money he has, so now he's just looking for attention from the rap community. However, he can, and it's all about him. He thinks he's better than everyone else, and that's BS.
Damn.
Do you guys
And
agree?
who was this?
This is the Grandmaster Shifu.
Well, you know what, man? That's a grandmaster speaking.
Yeah, I know. I don't even think that's opinion. I feel like that's facts.
Right.
I'm sorry. I feel like
and that was Grandmaster Flash. Who was it?
Shifu.
Oh, Shifu. Hey, man, anytime you come with a name like Grandmaster, we got to listen. You know what I'm saying? But you know what's wild is that there's a lot of people that say that could be true, because when you're not in the room or you're not on people's minds or on people's tongues, some people go out for that. Some people want to, you know, like what was it? Was it the Grammys that they showed up to and did the red carpet?
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if they did the ceremony. But they did the red carpet, and of course they slayed and killed the red carpet and then possibly left.
Right.
But it was one of those things where it was like, you know, he wasn't nominated for a Grammy.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was invited or not, you know what I'm saying? But you know, that's Ye.
There was
but
a rumor
he showed
that they
up.
escorted them out.
And if that's true, but
Yeah.
he showed up and they did exactly what they wanted to do. They created this chaos and they created this attention moment. And he did that, and he got exactly what he was looking for.
Yeah.
He got it. So I can understand what Grandmaster
Shifu. I like the name.
was saying right there. You know what I'm saying? Like and read that one more again.
So he said that Ye is suffering from an incurable disease called jealousy. He can't stand the fact that he's not relevant anymore with all the money he has now. So he's looking for attention from the rap community. However, he can, and it's all about him. He thinks he's better than everyone else, and that's BS.
Anyone agree with that?
I agree with it,
I
100%.
Same.
Yes. Yeah, he
I
definitely.
don't know if it's jealousy to me, dog.
It is jealousy.
He just wants to
What
be
do you
talked about.
call it then? If you
yeah.
don't call it like jealousy, and I hear you, Lou. I'm gonna put some lotion on real quick because we're on a live right now. And I don't want my hands
Can't
look
be
all gray
ashy.
and ashy. Yeah.
I think it's too many people to be jealous at. Like that's too many people. I just think he's so unhappy.
What you only jealous of one person at a time?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just feel that it's just too. Like, how can you be? You know what I mean? Like, everyone's a different person. They're all different artists. They're all different levels. Like, bro, you're jealous at the whole industry. At
But
everything.
maybe the
because of-
jealousy that Chip
What?
Fu is talking about, or Grandmaster Flash is talking about, is I don't want to mess up the name again.
The Grandmaster Shifu.
The Grandmaster Shifu.
I love it.
Maybe the Grandmaster Shifu is talking about, there are times when it's not just specific.
Yeah.
You're talking about, I'm not being mentioned. I'm
Indeed,
not the
I'm not
center
being
of
I'm not
mentioned.
being talked
attention.
about.
But you are. You know what I'm saying? Because the people that he's going at is like Kendrick's on top of the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tour going down, not like a Super Bowl, so on, and you can all the accolades for Kendrick Lamar. Playboi Carti, ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just did Rolling Loud. The new album projected to sell over 250,000 units in his first week, kind of thing. No telling what the streams and everything's going to be. So yeah, these are people that's in a position. Tyler the Creator, Chromacopia album, Chromacopia tour.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like these are people that's in a position that Kanye has been in for decades. And maybe that is true that, man, they're not talking about me, but I'm going to make them talk about me.
I feel like he's mad at the people that things are puppeting everything. You know what I mean? The ones above the labels and everything
because
like that.
He said that Playboi Carti, he's not on Playboi Carti's album because it was pretty much like, the Jews didn't want him on the album.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's trying to fight that demon, and then like it's along the way he's gonna burn every single bridge by blasting every single friend he ever had, which is crazy to me because he has the $1 billion. He's up there with Jay-Z. He has, he can drop in. This album could have been way successful without this whole rant.
Lou, you don't mind if I call you Lou?
No, go ahead.
Okay, Lou. There's just some people they're never satisfied. It's this quest for more, and not only the quest for more. There's this thing called I want what you got. No matter how much you have, I want what you got at this moment right now. Maybe we're seeing some of that. You know?
Do you think that's kind of like what happened with Nicki Minaj and Cardi B? Like when Nicki was on top of the world, then Cardi kind of came and took over, and she started being all mean.
Could be.
He tweeted that too. I think.
Oh my Lord, have mercy. What page is this on?
Page 455.
Hold on, let me see here.
It's one of the latest ones, a new one that I gave you.
All righty, was it
in a black box?
Was it labeled?
But read exactly what it said, because that was interesting to me, and Ani brought it up to my attention too on how
this one right here.
The other one.
Okay, this is a quick one. Everything is in capitals too.
Yeah.
So it's almost like he's yelling at us. So he got his he definitely has a cap lock on. But it says, where Cardi B going to be 10 years from now? They used her.
Wow.
Who used her? What's happened? Like
them, they, the business, the industry. But you know what? Let me tell you, there's some people that'll say, yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Because I would always hear these arguments when it came to like an Interscope Records. And the Interscope Records was like the home of like, Death Row Records and all this stuff, right? And people say, oh, well, they put out all this material that it helped us, but it hurt us. And then you got the powers that be that's not from the streets. And in the music business, period, they capitalize on us hurting each other and shooting each other and becoming bitches, N-words, and hoes and popularizing that, so on and so forth. So when Ye does something like this, there's some people that'll say, you know what, damn, maybe they did use her. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Maybe there's this thing where we think we have all this freedom and then we don't. You know what I'm saying? So that is true. I'm a boss. Like, really?
Are you though? Yeah.
Okay, well, you're a boss, but who's your boss?
Right.
You know, like you got to think, even sitting right here, right?
Yeah.
The marquee is Big Boy's Neighborhood, right? Big Boy's Neighborhood. Y'all can say y'all work with, y'all work for, y'all work, with or for Big Boy.
For Big Boy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what I said.
And with, but then I have my company, Big Boy Radio Network, and all the companies that I have, but I work for iHeart. You know what I'm saying? The iHeart has a boss, and I have they have a CEO and all that. You know what I'm saying? So I can feel where people are saying, oh, well, you caught up. You're still part of the machine. So many people are, no matter if you say, oh, I got such and such records, like, okay, but you distribute it or do you own this? Yeah. And I think that's where Ye is also speaking of, like, dude, you don't own it. You know what I'm saying? Like, even when he came to his Adidas deal was one of the biggest shoe deals outside of anyone with sports and Jordan and all this kind of shit. This dude made you wear fucking foam shoes or whatever those were. You know what I'm saying? When you would look at them, you'd be like, man, these shoes are ugly as fuck, but I gotta have them.
Non-athlete too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Guilty.
And then all in the most comfortable shoes and so on and so forth. But he did that under Adidas. And then when he had a problem, what did Adidas do? Shut him down.
Damn.
And then they try to come with the same shoe. And that's what I'm saying, man. Is Ye is probably saying, you know what? Well, you can have the recipe, but you don't know how to make it. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, you don't have the sauce that I have. So there's certain things that I see Ye say or do, and I'm like, okay, I do understand it. And I've learned from Ye, even in these crazy ass times. I've learned where I'm like, okay, well, maybe I need to treat my value a little different. You know, there's certain things that you can find in the chaos and the mayhem that does probably work. You got anybody else over there? Because Jason reading these monitors like a motherfucker over there.
Yeah, I'm just reading a lot of the stuff. Somebody said, where is Cardi B now? She's irrelevant, which I totally disagree with because I feel like she's one of the biggest artists in the world. But it would probably kill Kanye for real if he heard this, is what one of the comments said from King Kill. But I don't think it would.
Like
I think he would like this.
Like what? Where's Cardi B?
Yeah, like where's Cardi B now? She's irrelevant. That's what
so.
one of the comments said, and I don't agree with that. That's from Kashmir on set.
I think maybe they mean by music, right?
Right.
Like music right now, she's not really out here. There's no sound.
And I think that, you know, and maybe there's, you know, there's sometimes there's, you know, it cycles.
Yeah.
Too, you know, did she run her cycle? No, or is she in the lab? Is she ready to come back? You know, you can't count anyone out. You know what I'm saying? And I think that we're in a position where it's like, if you're not right in front of our faces, then you falling off. If you're not right in front of our faces, then where you at? What's the next one? What's the next one? What's the next one? You know, and I think now with the devices of social media and being live on you know, social media right now on YouTube. Hello, welcome to live. I think that those are the kind of things where everything is so instant. And everybody has a voice, which you should, but everything is so super served right now that you don't think about Cardi B. You know, you're probably comparing Cardi B to Cardi B. Your invasion of privacy, Cardi B, and you know, but maybe she's out of a cycle right now. But Cardi B is still Cardi B. But was she at an award show? Did she get a Grammy? No, she's not that active right now. So that person also, who is that person?
That was sorry. I went up because another one did come in.
Oh, that's good when they disappear. That means people are coming. Right.
No, but then you have D Hood.
If we still was going back to Grandmaster Fucci, you know what I'm saying? Shifu. I would still be like, damn, we don't have another comment?
No, but D Hood Reeler does agree with what you're saying. He said if Cardi B drops an album tomorrow, it will be on the radio every day. Not every day, but I know it would.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it would be a hit.
Yeah.
But Big, I want to see what you would think about this comment from Profile Belly. Said,
shout out to Profile Belly too.
What up,
man.
Profile?
Go ahead now.
But said, I think Ye was right when he spoke on Playboi Carti, but I hated to see him low-key diss Tyler, the Creator. That one stung me a bit, but I still have so much respect for Ye forever.
Hey man, the Tyler, the Creator, man. That one struck me as being crazy too.
That one made me think.
Let me. I got a couple of them here where really I'll just grab these three because it's a lot.
That's a lot.
So he was saying he kind of agree. That person was saying they kind of agree with.
He says that I think Ye was right when he spoke on Playboi Carti, but I hated to see him low-key diss Tyler, the Creator. That one stung me a bit.
All right, so for the Carti thing, all right, for the Playboi Carti thing, there's one where he says, I decided North won't be doing any songs with Carti. How it looked for me to get left off the album and then ask him to have vocals from my daughter. I don't F about, and these are, if y'all know these tweets, I'm speaking Kanye language.
Yeah,
right now.
yeah, exactly.
He says, I don't give a fuck about none of the industry shit. And how it's a skims line in the first place, and I don't give a fuck. So really just summarize it. He's saying that why would his daughter do any songs? He's not letting his daughter do any songs
with Carti,
with Playboi Carti. And then he hit up Kim to see if he can get the vocals. So maybe that's what somebody's probably saying that they agree with. Then it says from another one from Ye, it says, I held my tongue about Mott, but it should be not. I held my tongue about not being on Carti album. Him going to my ex to ask my daughter to be on a song 2 days later was too far. Nobody finna play with me. That is probably what the person's talking about.
And I agree with them.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like how are you going to take me off the album? Or how you not going to put me on the album? Or how I'm not going to be a part of the album by choice. And then you go to my daughter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
that was crazy.
I would be hurt if something like that happened because also Kanye and Playboi, they just have like a hit together too. Like they're so close. So I don't know.
Carnival?
Yeah.
Hurt,
so but that's your daughter. How are you gonna reach out
dude's
to?
Talking like he doesn't want to be associated with Kanye, and I get it. He's talking about Nazis and Jews and everything. Why would you want to be associated? Even if he was on the album, honestly, I would take him off the album too.
I get that, but don't reach out to the daughter. That's still part of Kanye.
He reached out to the mom.
Or the mom,
Yeah,
or the daughter to be on the album. Like, that's his daughter. So, I don't know. If you don't want to be part of Kanye, leave the family out of it, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's true.
Nah, fuck that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, dude, if I'm not fucking with you and I do, then yeah, that's probably what Cardi thinks. I'm gonna go ask the moms then.
But that's
Yeah.
still,
Yeah,
like,
no, that's weird.
But
But all of this shit is weird.
Yeah, that's
What are we talking about?
that's true.
But
Like, dude, we
North
think
didn't do
irrational for the
anything.
irrationals
If
right
he
now.
wants no parts with Ye, he shouldn't have like won a song with North. Like,
Yeah.
why? Like, you don't want anything with Ye, so it's like,
No,
Well-
he didn't want anything with Ye. He didn't say I don't want anything with Ye, your seed, your this, your that.
yeah, but he
didn't want
took
any.
him out of the album. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay, if he wants no parts in it,
I'm not
then-
agreeing with it, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, he did. So what?
But it's like
I
Louis.
want your daughter on the album.
But for Louis, like, if he fought with Jesus and says, "Oh, you can't be on my album," but hey, I want your son, goes and reaches out to like
His wife?
Maya and
Now,
says,
for one, Jesus' son is 2 years old.
Yeah,
No,
come
I
on.
don't-
Watch yourself out
I,
there.
yeah. I don't want to hear no shit from a 2-year-old.
Little
right
like
now.
a cat
Yeah.
rap.
No, I would be
Then it'd
upset.
be, yes, Mr. Jesus,
Mr. Jesus, yes, I wear banger.
But
Yeah.
I think Cardi knows the relation. I think Cardi knows the relationship that Kanye has with his daughter, and it's not there. Like
What do you
he obviously
mean?
knows it's not. There's no way there.
Northwest and Kanye are so close. Even
Now,
Kim
after
says
all the
it.
Nazi, you don't think Kim Kardashian pulled her aside from him and pulled him aside from all that?
She still loves her dad.
Yeah,
like
it's
crazy.
still her
It
dad at the
doesn't
end
make
of
a
the day.
difference.
I get it.
I
but
got homies whose dad was in prison for murder.
I
love you, dad.
I love you,
Yeah.
Dad.
I get it, but he probably felt more comfortable asking Kim, and if she's maybe there was some type of arrangement. Hey, if she wants to be on the album, I can get her on now.
And
or
for
something like that.
what it looked like, Kim owns the name.
Yeah,
that
Yeah.
was wrong.
That's wild.
that was wrong.
But you know what, too, though?
they're a
Did-
business.
you saw the tech stuff, right?
yeah,
That was one of them things where it was like, hey, we're going to do this. And he probably said, fine.
Mhm.
Don't come back 9, 10, 12 years later and say, man, fuck that. Like, no, you knew
Yeah.
that we were protecting the kids' names so nobody else would get them. And you said, hey, you take them.
Yeah, I mean,
but like, still, at the end of the day, like, I can't imagine, like, if I'm not talking to someone and then I'm divorced or something, and you come and reach out still
Right.
for my kid, I'm gonna be so mad. Like, that's
Yeah.
my child.
Well, you got to get in a relationship first.
Yeah.
I'm with
You
Playboi
fucking
Carti.
30 years old and haven't got your first kiss yet.
Oh
Yeah,
my
yeah.
Okay, well,
You
you
know
come
what I'm
out
saying?
and reach for my parents. I'll be like,
Yeah,
mom, dad,
I'm
don't
with
talk to
Playboi
him.
Carti though. I'm
Right.
the same way. Like
I don't know who I'm with. I'm just stating facts.
No, but I understand
Or
what he
just
did.
reading
Like he
shit.
said, you know what, that's kind of crazy, but yeah, I still want to. That'd be cool if I had North. Like, yeah, I'm gonna reach out to the mom.
Yeah.
I think that
Is it a wrong
It's
move?
weird.
I don't
Yeah,
think-
That's
it's different. It's
Mhm.
different. You know what I'm saying? That's like if I wasn't rocking with you and you hit a Vetto to get Chula, I'd be like, hold on, homie.
Right.
Like, what are you
right.
talking about, man? Chula's
Yeah.
my daughter. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But
And he disrespects you, so I get that, but not the rest.
but
of
I'm a
it.
fighter too. I don't do all this legal shit and all this, filing.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
when do people start fighting again?
Yeah,
Right?
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Celebrity
We-
boxing.
We don't have no MAFA, like Make America Fight Again. We don't-
Dana White, where you at,
yeah,
dog?
man, there ain't no bare knuckle thing. Like,
When
Right.
social media goes down, because now everything is just internet.
yeah, everything. Hey, dude, and another one
Yeah.
for Cardi. He said, "Hey, North," and I guess it's supposed to be like him speaking for Playboi Carti.
Yeah.
This says, "Hey, North, your dad gave me my biggest song and cosign, and I left him off my album because of his tweets. Oh, but North, you're my niece. I gotta use your vocals." All right.
That's what I'm saying. I'm
Yeah.
saying like that's yeah. I understand that 100%.
Mm.
Like it's like yo, like your dad's crazy right now. I'm not fucking with him, but like I'm still like you know what I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and I understand where Ani and everybody's coming from, right?
Mhm.
Say, for instance, you had a fallout with one of your comedian guys.
Okay.
right? And they not fucking with you anymore. But then they go to your girl and say, hey, can you book me a show with Golden Boy, such and such and such and such? You'll be okay with that?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be okay with it, but I can. But you know what?
Not
It all depends on what I'm doing. What am I doing? Am I being crazy? Am I doing like something that's wild? Am
Hey,
I
dude,
making-
for one,
Yeah.
it's hard to see what we're doing because a lot of times we're right.
Oh,
Yeah, dude,
like
but-
yay to
No,
yay,
right, no.
he's right.
yeah.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? He's right.
To him.
I think he knows he's doing something edgy and he doesn't care. He wants to go there. I think he knows very well that he's like, he's
okay,
gonna push
but
it.
dude, you
Yeah.
took me off the album, but you hit up my daughter. Okay, I can see where someone would be upset with that.
Yeah.
I'd be
that's
so
crazy.
mad.
Mhm.
Like, that's your seed. But then somebody else in the comments, they feel that They're saying that Ye wants attention from Jay-Z. He wants him to be more proactive, and he's not anymore. And this is coming from Life with Alexander, who's commenting on it.
Life with Alexander?
Yep.
I heard that. I had a full life with Alexander. That's my last name.
But yeah, so he feels like that Ye's doing all of this just to get attention.
I didn't even see this one.
What?
Oh no.
Jay, what?
Oh no.
Yeah, dog. It's the Jay-Z one. I kept going.
Oh no.
You can't use the R word in somebody else's kids, dog. You just can't, bro.
Did he double down?
You're gonna. Well, there's a lot of.
I just didn't see this one. I just didn't see this one.
Yeah,
because I knew about the one where he says, "Wait, has anyone seen Jay-Z or Beyonce's younger kids? Their R word, you know, no, like literally." And this is why artificial insemination is such a blessing. Having R word children is a choice. If Twitter take my shit down, them, so be it. But I need y'all to know Jay-Z or nobody have no power over me. Now, the one I told you I didn't see, and I don't even think we brought to anyone's attention is dude.
It's foul.
This is horrible.
It's directly at the kids.
Whoa, really?
Yeah, it's horrible, dude. Dude, just as a parent.
How does it?
It says that at least Jay-Z and Beyonce. I'm not gonna even read it, dude. I can't.
Yeah.
Wow, really?
How do you even?
I can't
stoop that low, bro. How much hate do you have in you to go against somebody like that, or say something about somebody's kids? That's crazy, bro. I don't get it.
Yeah, he's wrong.
Start a rap battle. Start something. Go against these big companies. Do something. But against with someone's family. And
do anybody
kids,
know
bro?
the tweet that I'm talking about?
The one
No.
with Jay-Z?
Yeah, the shorter one.
There was a shorter one, a follow-up one.
Oh, I didn't.
At least.
Oh, don't read it. Don't read it. Don't read it. Don't read it.
Yeah.
Did you see it, Jesus?
You know, I can't read, but I can read this. Oh my God. That's insane.
Yeah,
No,
bro.
so you see this right here,
disgusting.
whatever's in here, like that to me, it's like I want to fight. I want to meet up with you. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna go find you. All right,
That
like
is
I'm looking for
disgusting.
you.
You're
That
turning
is
into Liam
disgusting.
Neeson, bro.
Ooh,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
giving he wants Jay-Z's attention for sure.
You turn into Liam Neeson,
Yeah,
Taken, and you
wow.
tell him, "Hey, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna,
No, that
Yeah.
ain't the
Yeah.
one right there.
I got a special."
I'm gonna find you, and when I find you, I'm gonna make you pay. The Rock. You know, I'm like,
There goes
Oh,
your
man.
Super Bowl.
oh
Super
yeah,
Bowl chance right
What
there.
you say, your Super Bowl chance?
Yeah, here goes your
Your
Super Bowl
Super
chance.
Bowl. Your halftime performance is
It's
not
gone.
happening, bro.
Good Lord.
Oh my
Never.
gosh, man.
No,
Who
I'm
is
going.
next to this man? That's what I want to know, bro. Did he ever get away with this Sunday service thing that he was planning on?
I don't know.
Did you see he was soliciting for people to participate, and they had to shave their heads. It was mandatory that they needed to shave their heads in order to participate in this Sunday service that he was having.
But for the audition, you didn't have to shave it then. Only
But
unless
if you
you got
got
the
the
part.
part.
If you got it,
yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
All
he
right.
said you don't have to shave it.
So for the audition,
How
you can
wild
come with
is that?
however your hair is.
I
Why?
can't believe
Is this if you hand me another motherfucking tweet? Man,
What?
I can't believe
Oh
people
my
still
God.
want to work with him.
is
Like,
he tweeting up to the minute?
Yo, dog, peep this. This is
Okay.
more on Jay-Z.
Okay, all right.
That
what? More
Hold
on
on, let me
Jay-Z?
see.
I'm telling you, you know when you like, you know when you meet up with somebody after school, you're gonna fight them,
Yeah, you're
And
throwing
there's-
chingazos.
and then you like have a couple of words, and then you fight. This one is like, I'm punching you right away. There is no conversation.
Yeah,
We're
dog.
just gonna throw down right away. That is insane, dude.
My man said, I also don't want Jay-Z to get in trouble for killing me. Maybe Drake Shooter, top 5, can come kill me. The next one says, please, I don't want the Jews getting credit for my murder. Next one is, I know it's going to hurt Jay-Z to kill me, but somebody's got to do it. The next one is, I know Jay-Z is driving around like, damn, I have to kill Kanye. All righty. The next one is, the only thing Cardi can say to me is, I'm sorry. You know, I had to use the Jews, print these vinyls and do bundles to pump up sales. And I shouldn't have been contacting your baby about getting your daughter on a song, your baby mama about getting your daughter on a song and rapping about scams. I was always on Cardi's side. I heard that.
That was
Damn.
him kind of talking like in third
Yeah,
person, right?
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Ooh, man.
What the?
Man.
How do you say I know? I also don't want Jay-Z to get in trouble for killing me.
Right, yeah.
Who says that, bro?
Yeah, man. Like,
what are you talking
hey, dude,
about?
I would kill him and go to court and say, hey, he didn't want me to be
It wasn't me.
It wasn't me.
yeah, he didn't want me to be prosecuted. So,
oh, wow.
So there it is, man. This is the evil genius, though.
Yeah.
This is the evil genius. You
Well,
know?
I want to get to
and
the
I'm
genius
telling
part,
you, man. Yeah.
I'm seeing the evil first.
But you know what's crazy, man, is Kanye as an artist. Like he's still on my
That's the
playlist.
thing. That's why it's so hard to be a Kanye fan right now. And
Right.
it's like there's no way to defend him.
Right.
There's no way because I disagree with everything.
Hell, they're
Well-
defending Trump and Elon Musk and all these,
Yeah.
and all these, you know,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
True.
Nazi things.
Like my thing is, of course, all of us love Kanye and stuff, and I still try to like look in between. Like one tweet he said that I was like, oh man, he's like, I thought about killing myself at least once a month ever since my mama was killed in her surgery. I always blamed myself. So I'm like, somebody just needs to put him in therapy or just talk to him because
You
he's
gotta
not
want
happy.
therapy.
Yeah.
They can't just grab you and tie you up
Yeah.
and throw you to a therapist.
I know.
Right.
I
And
just
not
wish
all
he
of us
realized
love
he
Kanye.
needed it.
Right.
Those are your comments.
Yeah, I love Kanye.
But she said she
Same.
loved.
I know a lot of us love. I was like, oh.
Right, yeah. Well, she didn't say Louis.
yeah,
You didn't like Kanye when he came in that one day and he was taller than you.
that's true.
Oh
Wow.
my
Yeah,
God.
Louis don't like nobody taller than him.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, men that is. You know what I'm saying?
And
Men that
he's
is.
so nice too, big. Like when he came in for the Vultures interview,
Always.
like my thing is my friends ask me after, like, was he crazy? Was he weird? I'm like, you guys, he was so nice and quiet and chill.
Hey man, and as much as people want to say Kanye's a nice guy, he's a giving guy. You know what I'm saying? And then maybe there's just, I don't know if it's, bipolar, he says, and on the spectrum, he says, if it's multiple personalities, like he say, I don't know what it is. But there's just like hell, some people like, people that do crazy stuff too. And, I don't want to start naming names, but, people love them.
That is true.
I
You
got
know?
a Deuce Volts 1312 said, stop changing the subject to emotionalism. Ye should have been on the album, period. He put Cardi on Vultures Carnival.
But when do you stop
Okay.
fucking with somebody?
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Doc.
You know what I'm saying? Just because we have a moment or we have a partnership or friendship or whatever, when at some point do I just say, man, I'm not messing with you? Like if Kanye say, oh, it's, as I'm reading, it's the Jews.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then maybe people could say, oh man, you let somebody get between you and your homeboy and the relationship, because Carnival is a vibe.
Yeah. 100%.
You know what I'm saying? What happened between Carnival and today? What happened? You know what I'm saying?
Happened.
But I'm talking about just
Yeah.
between them. I don't know what happened. That and I don't know if it was just from these tweets. Maybe Playboi Carti didn't want to align with something. You know what I'm saying? But
who would?
yeah,
Which
but
is valid.
but I do know too that there's other people that's kind of stepped away from them.
Yeah.
You
Like
know what I'm saying?
it almost feels like Ty Dolla $ign too, only because Kanye also posted like a screenshot of Ty saying that I do not condone any hate crimes. And he posted that kind of like Ty was trying to step away from what Kanye was saying, but he was like, no one needs to condone this. So I feel like they might have had a fallout, or I don't know.
I don't know. Well, I know that he's up to the minute, so keep your eye out on that one too.
I am, bro. I'm on
Yeah.
it.
It's not giving Gemini genius.
Right.
okay?
And are you a Gemini?
I'm a Gemini. Yeah.
Oh man, what's your brand's gonna be?
I don't do that.
Not yet.
No.
Jaden used to do it. Oh,
Yeah,
it's
but
coming.
Yay is different.
Really
you
though?
know?
Oh, it's
Yeah,
coming.
he's-
Oh man.
Nah.
Yeah, man. And she used to work with Ryan Seacrest, and now she work with us. She gonna really go off.
Nah. I would not do
you
that.
had bagels in there. You never gave us bagels.
Bagels.
Yeah, her struggle gonna be real hard.
Oh
She's
my
gonna be
God,
like, I
bro.
can't believe this. Why did you have us sitting behind glass? Yeah. Oh, you got another one, huh?
I do. This is from Ellie, and it's going back to talking about Jay-Z and the R word. He said if he can call Jay-Z's kids the R word, Cardi can ask Kim for a Northwest verse with no hate. Come on, people. What are we doing?
And who was that from?
I agree.
This is from Ellie.
Right. Go ahead now.
You agree?
I agree. Yes. Come on, man. He's going way too far with the,
Hey,
with
dude,
the kids. So now he's getting mad at Cardi.
With you as well. Why does Kanye get such a big yard to play in?
I think I love him so much, but I also just tried. My thing is like he's such a big celebrity, and sometimes everything he says gets more like under a microscope because other people say crazy stuff like this, and we're paying attention to it and making it bigger, like the whole world is. So I feel like someone just needs to sit him down. He needs love.
You don't think since
I just love
he's
him.
been doing this, somebody has tried to sit him down?
I think they have.
I have.
Like,
Yeah, that's why I think they
yeah, that's
have.
what I was saying. That's
Yeah.
what I was
He's
getting
just
at.
too powerful.
I love
He-
Kanye too, but it's also like I don't know if anybody else has said crazy things like this.
Mm.
You know, like this is insane. He's going
But
after.
you know what? Maybe he's saying out loud what people say in their head.
That is
Yeah,
true.
like no
Yeah.
celebrity might
Maybe
have not,
he's saying
but-
out loud what people say to their homeboys and to their friends. You know,
Mhm.
there's some things that people say in the boardroom that they don't say, you know, to other people outside the boardroom.
Because the thing is, if you have freedom of speech, and that's why I agree with you, like it should be freedom of speech. We're just getting upset because he's hating on other people. Like he could, I'm Armenian. He could say F Armenians, and I'll be like, all right, cool, whatever.
You what?
He's like,
Wait, hold on. Let her say what she's saying.
Because in my mind, I'm like, I know how Kanye is. He goes on rants.
So you write him a pass.
It's my thing is it's music.
If he said F Mexicans, it's done, son.
Right.
It doesn't mean I don't think he actually means it. I just think
this
there's
is what I'm talking about. When they say
yeah.
this dude gets such a big yard to play in, he's not held accountable to what other people are held accountable to.
Well, no.
Like he could say something about Armenians and you'd be like, oh yeah, cool, because it's Kanye. Fuck that.
Yeah.
He could say, you know, and he hasn't said it, but I don't know about that one.
I don't know. We had like
Yeah.
Halsey, whenever like a whole bunch of stuff was
Crazy.
going on, she basically said F Armenians in a sense.
Crazy.
People still listen to her. Like it's nothing. It's just
You
like she wasn't Kanye, so people didn't like. Kanye just gets a different kind of hate. I feel like.
But
it's just
I'm
too
talking
big.
about you saying we. I'm talking about we, they, me. I'm talking about I.
Yeah,
I
would
Yeah.
still.
You would?
Yeah.
You still listen to his
How do you
music
think
and
Kim
everything?
would? Isn't Kim Armenian?
Yeah, his kids are half Armenian. too.
If he said that about Armenia, you think Kim would be? Where do you think he would?
Yeah,
the kids.
I don't
Those
think
kids are
future.
gone. Those kids are never. Like,
No.
Yeah,
My
I've been
thing
around.
is this, man. With the administration that's going on right now, I'm hearing, you know, all they, you know, they took down the civil rights thing. They did, but you know, it's crazy because even with the Confederate flags, they said, why are you removing Confederate flags and Confederate statues? And that's what, you know, that's American history. But then you can go and you can delete all these Tuskegee Airmen. And you can delete all this stuff and take this away and this, and but that's not un-American. You know, we like, okay, well, we're in a position where you can erase that. So there's certain things with me, with the administration, or with others that I would be like, man, no, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel a certain way. And I'm not saying you're supposed to feel a certain way or you're supposed to be angry, but yeah, it's like he get this yard and he get this book of forgiveness that we don't give to anyone else. You know what I'm saying? And we give it to him because it's Kanye West. Which is crazy to me.
But yet he says he wants Cardi. The only thing he could do is say sorry to me back. Like,
right?
What are you talking about, bro?
But that's
Why
why he
don't you
keeps
say-
ranting because everybody keeps giving him passes. Like nobody has really.
But you know what though, Ani,
anything.
and you represent a lot of people.
Yeah, it really wouldn't bother me because I know how Kanye goes on rants. It's what Kanye does. I love reading his rants. What
is going to be too much for you?
I don't know.
Right. So you don't even know what your limit is.
I don't know.
Because the thing right now is the Jay-Z thing.
Please tell me kids is limit. Kids isn't limited?
Honestly, no.
Right. But she's saying that
No. Eso no. I don't think about no. When it comes to the kids, that's.
I mean, she's being real.
It's the truth, though.
And is that because
That's how
it's
she feels.
Kanye West?
Yes, because I think that something is up with Kanye. I think he does need help, and he's just speaking what is current. I feel like literally anything that goes through his head, he says it. Because like sometimes if we say everything that's on our mind that second, it probably wouldn't come out great. Like sometimes I'm like, I need to sleep on this for a day, or I'm gonna say something I regret. His stuff just gets documented everywhere and never deleted.
You see,
so I feel like it's different.
Well, my thing is like I've been.
I think you know exactly what he's doing.
Yeah.
Getting attention to drop his album, which he dropped with Cardi on it.
I don't even know if that's the plan. And get out of Fantasy Island.
It's like the film. He dropped the film.
Right. I don't even know if that's the plan, but it's crazy because there's this thing for celebrities that get like you just get this playing field that nobody else has. You know what I'm saying? And then for you to write it away and say, oh, that's just Kanye being Kanye. I'm like, wow, that's wild to me because you know, I just couldn't do that. That's like me saying, oh, that's, you know, oh, that's Trump being Trump, or that's such and such being such and such.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's different because Trump has a lot of control of what he's doing, and he's actually controlling everything that's going on in the States. Kanye is an artist that I love.
He don't have control of what he's doing.
He has control of what he's doing, but not to other people. He's not doing something that changes my life. Like Trump can say like, oh, this is the law now, immigration. All right, that changes like my life. It affects me. Kanye is an artist I love, listen to. And then if I don't want to read his tweets, I'll just like not read his tweets anymore. I'll just listen to his music that I have like Homecoming, listen to it every single day at least once.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, you see, I'm different.
Like if Good Life came on right now, I wouldn't turn it off.
Yeah,
same.
Right.
Oh, I'm different. I do like whatever the artist does, like it does affect me of how I listen to them. Like honestly, the whole like going back to the whole like Kendrick and Drake, I can't listen to Drake the same.
The same
and
way?
the same thing with Kanye. All these tweets are making me like tune him out, and I don't want to hear anything that he has to say. I just don't see him the same way. The lyrics don't hit the same. I don't care about what he has to say. Like it bothers me. It does. I guess I'm that type of person. And the fact that he's being this crazy person online is what like bothers me when people act like that. Like they act like they can't be touched, or like it's so annoying. So they can say whatever they say. No, whatever you say comes with consequences.
Yeah.
Like we're forgetting that. I'm not trying to threaten anybody, but I'm just saying, like, yo, if you speak on somebody, like you're gonna push them, they're gonna have some consequences.
Yeah, man.
Like you better be careful what you say. Like that type of stuff what he's saying about JC's kids. It's like, bro, don't be surprised if he comes and finds you.
You're also talking. Talking to top 5 Drake's cap and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The shooter that they're calling, like, bro.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's gonna go that far, but
targeting the wrong people, fam.
I'm not saying it's gonna go that far, but at least a little, scuffle. Be like, yo, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, man. I just feel like we've seen this before, where celebrities get a pass that we don't get. You know what I'm saying? And it's wild. I'm blown away that he could say something about Armenians and you would be like, oh, okay. Yeah, I'm like, wow.
If he had a concert right now with everything that he's doing, and if it'd be the same thing. If I knew somebody that, if my sister's a big Kanye fan from the beginning, and I'm curious to see I haven't really talked to her, but if she was to show up to a Kanye concert right now, it would hurt me.
Really?
100%, bro.
Why?
It would hurt me because of everything that he said and everything.
Kanye,
and everything.
Right now, Kanye could announce 5 nights at crypto, and it would sell out.
Oh, 100%.
I believe it.
But it would hurt me if it was my sister who went.
Right.
Knowing everything that he said, all the hate that he's spreading, all that stuff. Like it would really hurt me. Like,
would you go cover it for us?
I would.
Hell no.
You would?
I would, low key.
Yeah.
Maybe you'd ask these idiots why they're there.
Yeah. But you know what it is, man? And I'm telling you, we've seen these isms with Ye before. Yeah. And people have come back and people have forgiven. We've seen this many a times, man. So unless, like how he's saying, if he give permission to Jay-Z to kill him, if Jay-Z don't kill him, then at some point, not with Jay-Z, but he'll recover from this and he'll drop a Vultures 3 or something like that, and the fan base will go right back to it. Because even with the administration or Trump, however somebody feel about it, right? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Keep that up. Jason said, "Read Real Marie."
Gotcha.
Sue?
Real Marie Sue.
This is what she said. She said, it's wild because if a homeless man, white or black, was yelling the same ish out in the streets of downtown LA, no one would give an F. It's the same ish. Mental health is real. He too should be ignored. The real Marie Sue.
So
he should be ignored?
Yep.
Yeah, he should be.
But he's not a homeless man in the streets. Right. He's a man with a powerful voice. This isn't somebody that you're rolling by and he's preaching out on the street. This is a man that got influence. This is a man that got a lot of money. This is a man that got a lot of minds. This isn't a homeless guy on the streets yelling something. No. You can't even.
Only a couple people
don't even go broad stroke, Real Marie Sue, and say that we need to ignore him like we ignore something. Because I'm going to tell you, if I'm walking down the street and a homeless man called me an N-word, I'm going to fuck him up.
Yep.
And maybe I can go and say, oh, man, he was out of his mind. But my instinct, maybe I will put my hands on him. So I'm not going to ignore him like you would ignore somebody out on the streets. For one, that person's out on the street. For one, that person is not sitting in boardrooms where he's negotiated billions of dollars worth of deals and have the wherewithal to do those kind of things. I feel like Ye sometimes, man, he know when to pop behind the shield. You know when to get behind the shield and when to say, oh, I'm on the spectrum. Oh, being bipolar is great. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I did. So I think that he know when to jump behind the shield and when to come out. So saying that it's just like a homeless person on the street yelling out something he need to be ignored, I don't feel like that's the same thing.
But maybe if we ignored him, he wouldn't have this much attention and maybe he would shut up.
We're doing an hour live on him.
Because he keeps talking though, because he keeps ranting. If he didn't and we wouldn't give him this much attention.
That is real, because my thing is this, man, you can't perform unless you have an audience. I mean, you can perform, but nobody's going to come out and have your and talk about, oh, it was so great, it was this, it was it. It's the audience. We keep these things alive as well.
Right.
But also by gig, by design, by human nature, and the want to know it all and the fear of missing out and all that stuff, we pay attention to it.
Yeah.
And he knows that. Anyone that's out there, Sexy Red, popping her ass, she know we just had her in the neighborhood. She
Right.
knows that everybody know what they're doing. Us doing an hour on this. We had other topics, but now look, we going on 50 minutes. We had
Taking over.
other topics, but
So
we knew
interesting.
exactly that people are going to tune in
Mhm.
because Jay is doing something. We say, oh, Big Boy's going live talking about
Yeah.
it. We know what we're doing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This camera didn't just pop on by itself. We know what we're doing. Ye know what he's doing. So
Right.
I don't want anybody to say, oh, you need to just walk by. And Sue, I love you, but but I don't think that we should just ignore it when so many people are being hurt by it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like these are verbal and emotional scars that he's applying
Yeah.
to people on purpose. So to say it's just like going past a homeless person that's screaming out on the street. I don't think that that's the same, man.
No, there's so much. He could be using all this influence for positive,
Right.
for positive.
And he has many a times.
100%. And we've seen what that's done for us. Like, dude made everybody wear his shoes. Like you said, non-athlete. Like that's impressive, bro,
Yeah.
to do that. Now you're getting more money, more popularity. Who knows how big he can do it and change the world? But doing this is weird.
And
to
I
me,
shaved
dog.
my head and they
It's just
still ain't
weird.
called me back for Sunday
Yeah.
service. You know what I'm saying? This is ridiculous.
I
No.
love how Miles Morgan right here. He's like, these dudes, not Big Boy, are soft as butter in the sun. Damn, talking about how Ye's words make them feel. Laughing my ass off. He's talking about me.
Right, yeah. And Jesus. Hell, me too. I know he said not Big Boy, but yeah.
Oh, what up, chat?
Hey, dude,
I'm over here being hurt.
yeah,
Like,
I guess we L's in the chat. But
love
yeah,
it.
dude, and it should make you feel emotional.
Yeah, 100%.
Because we're human beings. Like the
Hell
Jay-Z
yeah.
stuff about the kids made me emotional.
I'm a
You know what I'm
dad.
saying?
You're a dad,
Like,
yeah.
yeah.
And Big, actually, up to the minute, about a minute or 2 minutes ago, he tweeted again, and
I
this
was
is
gonna
about Jay-Z.
yeah.
He said, and I haven't
Be
pre-read
careful.
this, so
Okay.
I'm gonna do it slowly. He said, "I love Jay-Z,
See, here we go.
and I
God
do
damn it.
feel bad. I always felt like the black sheep. Like I wanted family in this music-ish. I'd run on stages thinking I was doing the right thing and would always be a slight. Hove not coming to my first wedding, him putting Kendrick on the Super Bowl over me, or even us never being invited to Ish, taking jabs about my red hat on Donda. I felt like both him and his wife could have helped me more, have more leverage with my kids. They could have used their cultural position to not just watch the Kardashians run me over. Ish hurts. So F both of them, because when I needed them, it was F me.
He got baggage there. He got baggage.
Not coming to
but
the
that's
wedding.
like, bro, like, why are you gonna like?
But my thing is this, man. Do you really think the Super Bowl was what, February 6th?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Do you really think on February 6th, Kanye could have did a Super Bowl? I'm not talking about music-wise.
No.
I'm talking about perception, and perception is reality. I'm
Mhm.
talking about what you had really given Kanye. I remember, would you have really given Kanye West a microphone Super Bowl Sunday?
No, hell no.
Yeah.
Come on.
Hell no.
it's tough.
All right.
He would
I,
go
rem-
off.
I remember at one point, do you remember I don't know which tour it was when Ye was on stage and remember he kept walking off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He kept walking off.
Life of Pablo.
Was it Life of Pablo?
Yeah.
Okay, so Life of Pablo tour, right? He was on stage and he kept walking off,
Mhm.
right? And like I told you, I love Kanye. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of things that I said in public right now in this last, almost hour. But there's some things I would never say about Kanye in public because there were some private moments that I had.
Mhm.
But I had an extremely private moment. I was called somewhere, and I won't give up too much more. And I remember I told my wife, I said, "Hey, baby," I said they need to cancel this tour. I said he can't. You remember that he can't.
mentioning
I said
something like
he
that.
can't have a microphone, and he can't do this tour because of the conversation I had and what I seen, and you know what I'm saying.
Wow.
Got
And
chills.
sure enough,
In hindsight,
they canceled the tour.
Yikes.
And so by that I mean also Super Bowl Sunday. Do you give Kanye the microphone? At some point, it's going to take a lot of so-called trust from all angles.
yeah.
It's going to take trust of people trusting Ye again. It's going to take Ye. Will he ever trust Jay-Z? Will he ever trust Cardi? Playboi Carti? Will he ever trust the media? Will he ever trust, the Jewish people? Will he, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of trust issues that's going to happen. And then I think with this as well, the Pusha T's of the world, these are brothers, and he feel like he felt a certain way when he said, man, you didn't come to my wedding.
Yeah.
When this was going down with, the Kardashians and all, but you didn't make Jay-Z a part of your Kardashian world. So now I'm not a part of your Kardashian world, but I'm supposed to be here with buckets when it's going under, and I'm supposed to be helping you, scoot out this water. That was a whole different world that Jay-Z probably didn't want to be involved in. So you can come back retrospect and say, oh, why you didn't help me? And to Ye, this is real shit, because he's thinking, bro, when I needed you, you weren't there. I showed up to everything for you. I showed up to the shows. I showed up to this anytime you needed me. But then when I needed you, you didn't. That's what he's saying right there on the latest tweet.
Like run on stage and thinking I was doing the right thing.
Yeah. So and that's what you got to think, man. There's sometimes, man, when we feel like we are so right that we don't know either when we're wrong or when we're acting out or when you're hurting somebody, because we're so right and we're so into our pain. You know what I'm saying? That we like, man, fuck your pain. And then there's sometimes he feel like his back is up against so many different walls when it comes to the industry, when it comes to, the relationship with Kim Kardashian, when it comes to relationship with personal people. So when you're up against the wall, everybody can get it.
Everybody can get it.
And when you feel like you by yourself, it's like, man, fuck the world.
I can see that.
And he on his Scarface shit. He on some say hello to my little friend right now. That motherfucker he's just doing this right now. Is it right or is it wrong? But it's his truth. It's definitely his truth, man.
I think Lil Wayne has a bigger argument of being scrubbed out of the Super Bowl than he does.
Yeah, somebody just said that.
I like how he actually admitted that he was jealous that he picked Kendrick over him though.
Right? Who said that?
Kanye did.
Okay.
Him putting Kendrick on the Super Bowl over me or even us.
Right. Okay. So he was talking about Lil Wayne. Yeah. That's when he was like, wait, hold on, man. Maybe Wayne should feel slighted.
Bro,
maybe. But I'm telling you, man,
it's not you.
If Ye was, and it's hard because people gonna be like, oh man, he living his truth, and he is. And then when you say this, you almost sound like a sucker too. When you say, man, if Ye had just been Ye could have did Super Bowl. He could do a residency. He could do a world tour. All that shit. And I'm telling you, man, he probably may not get inside of a residency because the powers that be. A lot of people are going to be afraid of him. But Ye, if somebody trusted this dude to go do a tour or do a show, it would sell out.
Oh, for sure.
It would sell.
I'd be there.
F out.
And Vic, there's actually another tweet.
You'll be there, of course.
Yeah.
We found that out 15 minutes ago when you went against your whole race. No,
but he has another tweet that he put out after the Jay-Z one, and it said, all these F
Is Ani on camera or is she just a voice?
Just the voice.
Oh, sorry about that, Ani.
It's okay.
We need another camera in here.
But he was just talking about how Cardi's just a sweet kid, but he crossed the line, and now I'm gonna everything I can legally burn this N-word in a gas chamber. I am the top of all these N-words, and you never cross the dawn. I'm the worst enemy to have. I am the worst enemy.
Hey man, it almost felt like, oh, okay, damn. He said, then he was like,
yeah,
I'm joking. Yeah, I'm joking. I'm joking.
And shout out to our comments because they're telling us like Kanye's live tweeting now. Go read it.
Go ahead now. Yeah, we got a whole army out there right now.
Me too.
Wow.
Yeah, but hey.
Damn, bro.
What?
Who said? Just a reference, bro, of the gas chamber, and I'm gonna burn them in.
Yeah,
and
yeah, man.
Come on, fam.
Hey, man.
On,
so this is the homeless guy on the street that that's doing that. Stop it.
Yeah. Come on, he's doing this on purpose, bro.
Yeah,
he knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man.
And we're gonna talk about it.
And Kashmir says the entire world cannot ignore him. It's impossible with cell phones and internet and drama.
Right. And he know that. And we're addicted to it. People are addicted to it.
Oh yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
guilty.
man. Yeah, you're guilty.
Yeah.
Hell, I'm guilty.
Me too.
I think the only person I want to physically put hands on him right now for no reason is Jesus.
Yeah. To me, it's like, bro, with that type of people, I've been around people like that, and it's like, what the?
You don't separate the art from the artist?
No, what I don't like is somebody like being a baby and complaining about everything. No one's helping me. Dude, you started this by yourself. You did this by yourself, and all of a sudden you want help.
Right.
Like this is remember who you were when you started this. No one gives you a career here. And we saw the documentary when he went in there and forced people to like his music, to hear him out, and nobody was helping him. And all of a sudden you want help.
Right.
You're complaining about people not putting you on songs.
Yeah.
And
you are
Kanye. But there's also some times when you got to hold yourself accountable.
Yes.
You know, where's your accountability? I can sit here every day and point the finger at somebody else, but where's your accountability?
Right.
Where's yours at, man? You know what I'm saying? Like that shit is crazy,
if people
man.
aren't messing with you, look at what you're doing. Look at yourself. Take
Hey,
a moment
dude,
to be like, what am I doing
that
wrong?
he makes it hard for people to just jump on board right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know of an interview that they were going to have him on. I think they did the interview and they didn't even put it out. They was like, man, it was just too much. And he kind of low key got at him. You know what I'm saying? But it's just one of the things where it's like, oh man, I can't even put mine with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not about, oh, you're a billionaire and I'm trying to make my billion. And, you know, like, I think that if Jay don't need to go on any one podcast, the same way we just did this live, if you afraid of bringing somebody else down or somebody, they shelved my interview, go do the shit yourself. Oh, then he gonna say, you ain't got all the answers, big boy. You ain't got all the answers, you know. But it is what it is, man.
Big, I didn't even think about this. I don't know if you guys did, but Luis said he's acting like a bully. Remember the title of his album? It's a promo run, man. The title of his album is Bully.
That's coming. All right.
He leaked it already.
Right.
Burn bridges.
Yeah.
Promote your album.
He need to call us down. What the fuck?
Wait, what?
What the fuck? Or just call it the fuck.
D Hood Reeler said that his next album is going to be called You Can't Shut Me Up or You Can't Cancel Me.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be all those titles.
Hell yeah, bro.
He gonna have all kind of different song titles. Like, eat my ass. Fuck all y'all.
That's my favorite.
You know what I'm saying? Oh man. All righty. I think I'm done. I got kids to go raise.
Exhausting, bro.
I gotta go back to living my
life.
life.
For some reason, I'm tired.
I feel like,
hey, dude, all I want to sit here.
Yeah, I want a beer, bro.
Yeah.
Anybody want a beer?
Yeah, man. I just had a beer. It's just one beer. Just beer. All righty. Well, thank you guys for hanging out with us live, man. And for everybody that was checking us out, thank you. For all those that we read your comments, thank you so much, man. Yes. And I'm telling you, man, we'll continue dialogue with this, you know. Yes. And everybody has an asshole and everybody have an opinion. You know what I'm saying? And thank you guys for sharing y'all's with us. And thank you also everybody that was here to speak upon it. You know what I'm saying? And Ani, I know you said something that probably wasn't popular in the room, but that's your truth. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I thank you for speaking out.
No judgment.
Speaking out as well.
Thank you guys.
Yeah. What we say? We say what we say.
We listen and we don't judge.
We listen and we don't judge. Unless it's Ani saying some crazy shit. But thank you guys for hanging out with us live, man. And like we say, Big Boy TV, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And we got 4 channels. Right, subscribe to all of them. But thank you guys for hanging out with us. Big Boy Live is Big Boy's Neighborhood, and we are gone.
All right.
We just waiting to be clear. That's why you know when shows go off and it goes.
Start picking your nose.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Like when a TV show go off and they just start gathering everything. Like, good show, good show.